Hey, what's up? This is episode 91 of the ETF. I hope you guys are doing great. So today, this is a little something different. We had a carcast in Scotland. This will be a walkcast. I gotta say that this was technically a bit of a challenge because I was recording from two different sources. And I had to sync them up afterwards as best as I could, and then treat the audio because there was a lot of background noises. So sometimes the audio sounds a bit weird, a bit glitchy, robotic almost, but it never lasts more than a few seconds. So please just, stick with it and it gets better until a few minutes after that, and it gets glitchy for a few seconds again. This episode features also my brother-in-law and my sister-in-law. You will also hear us speak a little French every now and then. I left some street noises in to, give you an idea of the atmosphere surrounding us. What else? A little music as well in the background at one point. And also, there is unfortunately not really a conclusion to that episode because we had to, go somewhere else. And okay, so we do this. Okay, so yeah, okay, cool. So thank you. Yeah, safe travels and nice meeting you and all that. Also, well, okay, I don't want to spoil it even though it's in the title, but my guest was as wonderful in person as he has been on Zoom and at other times on the podcast. It was a fantastic day, and yeah, that's it. So thank you for listening. This was fun. Bye.
All right, hello everyone. This is a continuation of episode 65. Guess where I am, and this is here that I will insert Dennis Farina from Snatch. So, have you seen that movie?
A long time ago.
Okay.
86 carats.
Where?
London.
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 London?
Yes, London. You know, fish, chips, cup of tea, bad food, worse weather, Mary fucking Poppins, London.
Yep, that's it. Some of those things are correct.
All right.
Not all of them, but some of them are definitely accurate.
All right. So with me today, actually, this is not tonight, I have the absolute pleasure of welcoming back on the show, Josh Fitzgerald. How are you, sir?
I'm doing very well, Patrick. Thank you for inviting me and for having me. And for coming to explore this immense, brilliant city that we're in right now.
No, yeah, it is. It's something else. You know?
It is. 2 years in, and I'm still having a little bit of culture shock here and there. So,
well, yeah, like the last episode was a little more than a year ago in June of 2024. This will be out sometime in October. Okay, so I didn't do any prep work, as we mentioned before recording, but
in fairness, I didn't do either. So, so we're on the same page.
Yeah, exactly. So your brother comes to visit you this Tuesday.
Yeah.
And he will be here for a week.
Yep.
So I'm assuming that means things are going well for you here.
Yeah, they are. It's funny because I had a bit of a revelation about a week ago where I realized, my visa expires in about 6 months. So I'm going to need to start the renewal process really soon.
Yeah.
So I technically am expired in March.
Okay.
But I can renew to have it extended for another 5 years. So as of now, I think that's the plan.
Your job is still secure?
My job is still secure, yes, which is good. The only kind of consideration I have right now is I have some pretty significant family health issues back home, which might need some attending to.
I remember that you mentioned the health issues last year.
Yeah. So I was home for most of March of this year.
Okay.
Yeah. So and just because my father got a cancer diagnosis, and it's been kind of I've been kind of going back and forth a little bit, helping with my mom, taking care of him and all that stuff. But it's getting better.
Okay.
And he's able to drive now. He can walk a lot better now. So we're kind of in a good place.
Okay.
At the moment. So, and hopefully it will stay that way. So he has one major procedure that's going to be happening closer to Christmas, but
okay.
Beyond that, we should be okay. So So yeah, we'll keep pushing forward.
Well, yeah, unfortunately, our parents are not getting any younger.
No,
so...
and neither are we really.
Yes, yeah, good point.
I just had a big birthday over the summer. I just turned 40, and so it's like, okay, yeah, this is this is why I sometimes wake up feeling like I'm 20, and other times I wake up feeling like I'm 90.
Yeah, yeah, I get that. I get that.
Anyway, I went off track. And I apologize.
No, that's okay. Yeah, the listeners, just a word of warning: we're going to be all over the place today, so heads up.
Yeah, this is my first kind of standing and traveling.
No,
podcast.
yeah, and same. Actually, same.
Yeah?
I remember I interviewed a AP journalist in Berlin before a match. So we were just outside the stadium, and I got some sound bites from during the match as well.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
So, but
cool.
like walking around in a city center never happened before.
You'll hear a little bit of everything.
Oh, yes, for sure. For sure. So you mentioned, Josh, you live, I'm pretty sure, yeah, you did that last year. You live in Islington.
Yes. Yep.
Right now, this is still Islington, right?
Yep. So we're like just kind of on the brink of it changing now.
Okay.
Yeah. We were just at the Barbican Center just a little ways back, and that's sort of like the I guess
like
the barrier, the border of, yeah, exactly,
okay.
Islington, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I'm still in the same flat, same everything, so...
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I had a couple of Jesus Christ. I had a couple questions in mind.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to get it right eventually. I was wondering, okay, so you've been here for about 2 years and change now?
Yes. Yeah. About 2 years and 4 months.
Okay. And have you realized, or maybe you haven't, are there any habits, everyday habits that you picked up that you would never do in the States, for example?
Oh, that's a great question.
That happens sometimes.
Yeah. It's definitely. I think the big one, it's not really a habit so much as it is like maybe a lifestyle change that I sort of naturally fell into, is like just the ability and desire to just walk everywhere, and not really think anything of it. Like when I was home, I went to go visit a few people, and I walked to their house, which in the States is sort of like a faux pas in a way.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're like, "Well, you walked here?" Like, yeah, it's only 20 minutes. And they were always insistent that they would drive me back home. I'm like, no, it's why not? That's probably the biggest sort of like habit. It just feels weird now to just jump in a car and drive somewhere that's 2 minutes away, and
I know. It drives me nuts.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest thing. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, this is like a completely different, another topic in itself, but the way the cities are built, I get that in North America, we have all the space in the world.
Yeah.
But, it turned out not to be for the best, I think.
I agree. Yeah. I feel like, yes, we have all the space in the world, but it's not necessarily being used the right way.
Yeah, exactly.
Like there's so much possibility to do so much more with the space that we're kind of blessed with, I guess you could say. Okay. And it's sort of disappointing to see just like let's build another highway.
Yes.
Just for our own sort of convenience. Which is a shame.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, another maybe question in the same type, if you want, would be if you could travel back in time to just before episode 65.
Yeah.
And you meet yourself face to face. What do you tell your younger self about life in London?
Oh, wow.
What are your main takeaways from one more year here?
Wow, that's a really powerful question, because I like I said, just having that big birthday, I've been reflecting a lot on comparing my life 3 years ago versus comparing my life now, and I'm kind of in some ways a completely different person. Not that before was bad and after was better. It's nothing like that. It's just like so many small details of my life are so different now, and I guess kind of managing all that change at kind of in one time, was something I at first maybe was not as prepared for as I thought. So I think if I were to like take my current brain and place it into my brain from 2.5 years ago, I would probably say just kind of don't push yourself to try and make this change as smooth as possible, because it won't be, you know, like don't
Just
like
go,
be kind to yourself as far as like,
yeah.
you know, obviously it's a big change, and give yourself some grace and give yourself some kindness to have moments where it's going to be overwhelming and difficult, and that's okay, you know, because it felt like a lot of times I was supposed to be adjusting smoothly and supposed to be, you know, just taking things in stride, and it was hard to do that sometimes, you know. And
Absolutely.
I kind of wish I had a chance to sort of give myself that pep talk.
Yeah.
Prior to starting. And also I think another thing too would be, you know, just be ready for kind of also the change of communication for people that you know back home, as far as, you know, time changes, things like that, because that was something I had not considered either, because there's that 5-6 hour difference.
Yeah.
And like, you know, you have to adjust if you want to, you know, stay in communication as much as possible. You have to be aware of that, and that was something I think that I sort of knew in the back of my head, but never really
Well, you know, like
realized until it happened. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. When it becomes practical, it changes things a little bit. Sometimes you have to stay up late or get up very early.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, I think those would be like the two lectures that I would give myself
Okay.
before moving.
What's this building right there?
Oh, that's the Gherkin.
Yes, the Gherkin.
The Gherkin
yes.
building,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I had Shard in mind. I know that's
Yeah.
not it. Okay.
The Gherkin, because it looks like a pickle, like a Gherkin pickle.
okay.
Yep. And they have like a place, like a dining place right at the top that's wide open, and you can sit and have a meal and look at the whole city. Yeah.
You gonna have lunch there?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, well, yeah. I'm going to have
I'm sure
to...
we can make a last minute reservation. I'm sure.
yeah, sure. Can walk right in.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll just have to remortgage my house, you know.
Yeah,
No big deal. No big deal.
You only live once, right?
Yes.
I should mention we're entering into Spitalfield Market, which is actually one of my favorite places to shop.
Oh, okay.
This little area here, it's very fun. There's a little bit of everything, a lot of street food, a lot of boutiques and stuff. It's a cute little walkthrough.
Michelin star, nothing less.
Yeah, my other favorite place to eat, the Michelin star restaurant. Teacher salary, always.
No, yeah, you know. Yeah, you got a per diem, you know.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
But it wasn't that bad. Like 55
you know,
pounds
for
per person?
Michelin star, yeah, it's not unreasonable. I did go to, they call it a what is it called? It's like the Michelin star for cheap people or for poor people. There's like a name for it. It's
okay.
it's not like baby Michelin or something like that.
Okay.
But it's I did go to one of those, and that was very exciting.
Nice. So this might sound like a stupid question, but this is Saturday noon-ish. Shouldn't there be more people around?
I think people are still hungover from Friday night.
Okay.
Give it maybe like an hour or two, and then I think it will be a bit more bustling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, because that's, and also too, like a lot of the West End matinees start at like 2:30, so people are still kind of probably getting their makeup on and everything.
Okay, sounds good.
We did kind of just miss the crowds, I think.
So you mentioned the visa. It's a 5-year.
Yeah, the
visa?
next version is the 5-year. Yep.
Okay.
The 5-year plan, and then after that, as long as I get approved and everything, then I would qualify for like permanent residency.
Okay.
And then citizenship, if I so choose.
Well, yeah, like I was gonna actually. This brings a question: do you like it more and more here, or pretty much the same, or
as compared to the U.S.?
Just in general, let's say.
Yeah. I mean, it's starting to, I kind of know my way around a lot more. It's starting to feel more like home. It's kind of fun, like being like a tour guide, quote unquote, and taking people around and seeing things. And yes, this is Spitalfield right here. Yeah, this is one of my favorite places to shop in this area. Yeah, a lot of street food.
It smells great too.
Yeah.
So what's the name of the
Spitalfield?
Okay, that's
Spitalfield Market. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you can pretty much find anything you'd be looking for here.
Yeah.
Both shopping-wise and food-wise.
Jesus.
By the way, you'll probably see a lot of NFL shirts. There's a Denver Broncos and New York Jets game here this weekend. So I'm starting to notice.
Okay.
a lot of NFL shirts. 'Cause there's been a big push for that.
I think I
Here.
saw someone with a Jets shirt earlier.
Yeah. Yep.
So, I'm just throwing questions
Yeah. Go for it.
left and right. So
Yeah.
after 2 years and change, what there still must be a couple of things that really annoy you about this place.
Yeah. One thing that I do kind of struggle with a bit is the pace. It's the constant go, 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 go.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's one thing that I probably still my biggest struggle at this point, because it's always, even just stepping out of the house and then just seeing people like boom, 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 zip by you all the time. It's like, ooh, I need to,
Okay.
you know what I mean? It's because I'm more of a laid back person,
And in Buffalo, it wasn't like the
No.
bustling
No.
metropolis.
Not quite. No, even
24/7.
the city, quote unquote, is not that. It's not that hustle and bustle.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's and I don't mind it once in a while, but I think being constantly surrounded by it gets to be a bit much sometimes. And
Yeah.
that's
Can
I think
go
the thing I'm getting.
Overwhelming.
Yeah, but thankfully, where my flat's located in Islington, it's a little bit disconnected. So when you go out,
Okay.
you have to kind of walk up the pathway and everything. So you have a little bit of space. It's not super loud. It's quiet.
Okay.
So
Well, yeah.
it's okay for sleeping.
No, yeah, exactly. Like
Yeah.
if you're inside, at least you can take a break from all the, bustle.
The noise and yeah.
And a nice whiff of pot.
Yeah. Oh, there's a lot of that here. Yeah.
Is it legal here?
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can teach you fun.
But that never stops
No,
anybody.
of course, of course. Well, okay, I'll say it again for the whole crowd. As I was arriving to my Airbnb yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
next door there were like 10 cops trying to kick down the door.
10 really?
Yeah, with the big police van and all
Yeah.
that. And it seemed to be like some kind of dispensary for pot or something. and that's why I asked,
Yeah.
is it legal here?
No, they're pretty strict about it. Even
Okay.
though walk down the street and you still smell it all the time. But yeah, no, it's not like the States where you can just, or
Like-
Canada as well, where
Yeah.
you can kind of go at every other block and there's a dispensary.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's completely legal in Canada now.
Yeah, what a welcome to the city that must have been.
No, but actually, I didn't know what to expect, but it turned out that things kept going as normal.
Huh,
And nobody gave a shit,
Wow.
basically.
Maybe that must just be normal, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm guessing that store,
Mm-hmm.
air quotes, must have been like a front for something else.
Oh, like a speakeasy.
Yeah. Yes.
Wow.
Speakeasy for 2025.
Smoke easy. Yeah.
Yes. Or maybe snort easy.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Okay, so then Fashion Street. Oh yes, and of course, as like any major city, watch your phone.
Oh yeah, you people can grab it.
It's a thing with people on bikes. If you're too close to the sidewalk and you're like going like this,
Okay.
zip by and they'll just rip it out of your hand. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Well,
here we go.
that's a nice reminder because
Yeah, it's easy to forget because everybody's on their phone.
Yeah. And I thought it did that mostly in South America.
Oh really? Yeah. No, it's pretty common here. It's actually increased a lot in the last couple of years.
Okay.
The petty theft is a
Okay,
big
well.
deal. So just to be, it's good practice anywhere you travel. But I've never been down Fashion Street. So
Oh, okay.
we'll see how fashionable it is.
I don't want to burst your bubble, but
Yeah,
If it's fashion you're looking for, like fashion,
Probably Oxford Circus is a bit more like Oxford Street.
yeah,
It's a bit
and
more-
isn't it like something called Seville Row?
Savile Row, yeah.
Savile Row,
Yeah.
yes, okay.
Yeah, that's the fashion district.
But like,
And it's
is it the same thing as Oxford?
It's similar. Yeah, it's very similar. They have all the
Okay.
high end stores that I wouldn't quite even fit in looking through the window.
Okay.
Oh, this is really cool. The collage. That one too, and window. We're currently looking at some street art at the moment.
So yeah, so that's the main purpose of our walk this morning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't remember if we were recording or not when we saw the Banksy. But we saw Banksy. It kicked off the morning. Yeah,
I think we did. I think
Yeah.
we were, yes.
yeah, that was a good way to start. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yep. Okay, now we're heading into this here is Brick Lane, and Brick Lane is a very it's a more hipster kind of
okay.
area, like the more boutique-y,
Okay.
that kind of vibe.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to ask.
Mm-hmm.
I know that you met Nick Bamback at the Rock and
Yes,
Roll
I did.
Hall of Fame
I did, yeah.
a few, maybe like 2 or 3 years ago. And I was wondering, have you met other people of the Name That Tune community?
Not really in person. I've stayed in touch with most of them.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as actually meeting them in person, not really. Kind of you and him are kind of the only ones, to be honest. Yeah.
Okay.
I know Carly was here last year. And it was like on a family trip, so I didn't get a chance to meet her.
Okay.
But
I didn't know. Okay.
yeah, but other than that, not really.
I met, I don't know if you saw it on Instagram, but I met Hector.
I did see that. Yes,
Okay, yeah.
yes, that
A
was
couple
very
months
cool.
ago. No, that was super fun. You know, like only for like, I don't know, like a couple of hours max.
Yeah.
But it was worth
That
it.
was out by him, was it? Or did he?
Yes.
I can't remember. Okay.
Well, he drove with his family to Montreal for a weekend.
Wow.
And I live like
Long drive.
5-ish hours,
Okay.
I think.
That's funny. Now, there's another thing when you asked about things that have kind of like changed culture shock wise. It's like when I lived in the States, I think it would be nothing to drive 5 hours to go on a holiday. Whereas here, it's so small, it's like 5 hours. That's crazy.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, I mean, they would probably, depends on the price, but they would probably fly, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Or, no, I take the train, I mean.
Train, yeah,
Yes.
probably for most places. Because then you got the Eurostar, which is so nice.
On Muscolini. Next to it.
Yeah. That took me a second. Fabulous nonsense can manipulate a smart mind. It's a wise statement.
What's that?
Fabulous nonsense can manipulate a smart mind.
yeah, yeah.
That's a wise statement.
So, well, actually, I didn't want, I didn't have a plan, but how do you, or how did you react to the result of the elections last year? I mean, I have to ask.
My first, of course, my first instinct was the first thing I said was, well, I guess I'm here another 4 years.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. It's
get that.
very weird seeing this all play out from afar and not being in the middle of it. It's kind of like watching the smoke billowing from a distance.
Yes.
Rather than trying to escape the burning building yourself, and it's sort of my empathy. It tugs in my empathy because it's like, oh, I feel bad for all you guys, and I'm here in in this environment, and you guys are sort of stuck in that environment, and
in one of the coolest cities in the world, and you guys are over there living in that flaming dumpster.
Exactly. Exactly. But there's some overlap though here as well. Like there's a lot of some, you know what I mean? Like it's not a complete,
Like opposite.
Yeah.
But do you remember how people reacted overall?
Yeah, I think probably not quite as strongly here, but I think the reaction was more just like, well, you guys made your bed. It was just sort of like a shrug, and it wasn't the total panic that I think they were feeling in America, but it was more like an older like grandparent who's like, I warned you.
Yes.
And Trump actually, he was here a few weeks ago, and he flew over my school.
Oh, really? Okay.
I thought it was like an attack. Like we were getting attacked like in a war because there was all these military planes. It was during dismissal, so we were all outside, and the kids were getting picked up, and all these military planes were flying so loudly overhead, and then we saw like Trump's plane go by. Really, and it's like, oh no,
brutal.
It was, yeah. So I've been in closer proximity to him here than I ever was in the States.
Yes,
which is a little scary. There were also a number of people who I spoke with who were saying that we're sort of now going through our Boris Johnson years. So it's like, we feel your pain. We went through what you went through.
Yeah, Jesus. Yeah, I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh, you see, this is interesting. Like, this is
A
probably
foreign
not
history.
official, but like bilingual signs. I didn't
Yes.
think I would see this here.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot more of that here than in the States as well, like the multilingual, signs and things like that.
Then festival get hustlers here.
Oh yes.
You're not surprised?
No, I'm not surprised. No, they're more frequent in Soho. If you go like in the real central Soho area, they're kind of everywhere. But yeah,
I mean, I know about that district, but I don't know anything about it. Is it like the hipster?
that's like the big theater district. That's like the real hub of you got Chinatown there. You got a lot of the pubs and like clubs are there.
Okay.
It's a big club area, big theater area, so it's very populated. Like how it's not as polished.
Who is not full?
It kind of depends. I tend to find the more like upscale ones less cool, like the more like the real posh areas. That's I feel a little out of place there sometimes. You know what I mean? Not that it's not cool, but it's not me necessarily. You know,
Not real.
So those are kind of the areas I don't go to as much. You know, but yeah, the Brick Lane is really hopping. The other place kind of like this other neighborhood is Camden.
Okay.
It's a very, very similar vibe to this, but there tends to be more people there.
So it's too crowded.
Yeah, sometimes. It depends on when you go. For Saturday afternoon, it would be a bit much. If we were to go on like maybe a Monday, it would be a little bit more manageable. Same thing with Soho. You know,
Okay.
that's
I got another one. That's
the theaters and stuff like that are there. And it gets pretty crazy.
What would you say about the summer weather-wise in Great Britain?
We basically go from autumn to hell, like
Okay.
35 degrees, humidity, unbearable, with a little bit of rain every day, and then it just goes back to autumn and dreary, and like
Was
there's not a
the-
lot of
Was the summer worse this summer?
yeah, oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it was really, really at times unbearably hot, especially when you're on like the bus and the tube, and it was really bad.
Do you have an AC in your place?
No, AC is not.
Yeah, it's
Not really a thing out here.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say. Yeah, but like it can become a priority, especially like
If we're getting to that point,
working
yeah,
from home, for example.
right, that's true.
You know,
I have my fan is decent, but it's not
Okay.
quite the same as an AC.
like are you in a?
I have two stories. So my
Okay.
upstairs is the bedroom, so I do sleep upstairs.
Oh, okay.
But then the actual like the living space is partially underground,
Okay.
so
Okay.
that tends to get cooler. Sometimes I'll sleep on the sofa if I need to.
Really?
if it gets really hot, yeah.
Okay.
Only once in a while.
Is it like a? Oh boy, what's the word in English? Like a twin house? Like do you have like your neighbors or?
It's kind of a, how do I describe it? It's kind of a building, but it's a small apartment building. So like it's connected to, it kind of goes up. The upstairs flat is connected, but it's, you get to hear all the sounds of the city.
Street musicians.
Yes.
Without the instruments.
Without the, yeah. Street musicians without the music.
Exactly.
I have to say, I kind of sometimes I get not worried, but sometimes I wonder, like, in 5 years' time, having been here for this long, am I going to start to be taking these things for granted? Like, will it start to lose its luster a bit? And, you know?
That's a good question.
Yeah. I mean, I can't predict the future, but, you know, I kind of think back home. I lived so close to Niagara Falls, and everybody was so like, wow, you have this most beautiful waterfall ever right in your backyard. And it's like, well, I mean,
Yeah,
seen it dozens of times. It's not that interesting. And
maybe another not risk, but like after 5 years, you could eventually only see the bad
Yeah, yeah.
and like completely
Living-
ignore the good sides of
Right,
living
right.
here.
Yeah, that's very true.
So have you, in 1 year, have you learned a few tricks and strategies on how to deal with younger students at school here
Oh,
versus the US?
they're a lot more aggressive here. There's a lot more bullying. There's a lot more like fighting and things like that.
A lot more bullying here?
Yeah. For some reason, it's not
Oh.
like there's such a big. I think there's so much campaigning in the States about like anti-bullying this and anti-bullying that, and what they just don't have here. I think it's
Okay.
talked about and it's discouraged, but it's not
There's
not enough of it.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of interpersonal issues, I guess you
Okay.
could say.
Yeah.
And also to like a lot more students, bigger class sizes and that sort of thing. So I guess I just sort of kind of learned to put my foot down a bit more, become a bit more of a hard ass than I've ever had to be.
Okay. Okay.
That seems to be what really works. But yeah, that's the biggest thing I noticed, and also too, like knowing when to. I've never had to. It's extremely balanced, like the kindness and gentleness versus like the real being a disciplinarian. So I think I've finally gotten a good balance of both of those things when I need to. Every child has a different personality, a different approach that you might need to deal with them. Yeah.
Sometimes do other teachers give you some, not feedback, but
Like
some
points?
advice or
Yeah,
something?
sometimes. Yeah. This is pretty fun.
I don't know if we're supposed to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, right. I'm just kind of wandering. My eyes were drawn that way.
Oh, yeah, okay, this is interesting.
Yeah, I do get kind of feedback once in a while, and yeah, it's mostly positive, and just usually it's more like this individual student needs this kind of approach and
Okay.
that sort of thing, and
I might have asked that last year, but do you have like a parents meeting and all that kind of stuff?
yeah.
It works the same as in the US?
To a degree, it's a bit more like there's a bit more freedom here, I think, to kind of just schedule them as you need to. They're a bit more like
Okay.
not as like you will come on this day. This is your
Okay.
scheduled time.
Okay.
They're more welcoming to just let parents in when they need to. Whereas in the States, probably because they're worried they're going to be shooting people, they don't just allow them in as they want to come in.
But on the other hand, that might mean some parents can be like more hands-on.
Oh, absolutely.
And that
We've
can
got
be a
some
pain in the ass.
helicopters.
Yes,
Sorry to
yes.
use the phrase, but it's true.
Yes, yeah, that's the one I was
Yeah.
trying to think of.
Yep. Yeah, there's a bit of that for sure. More so than I've seen before.
Okay.
Which is, it's annoying, but I also can't be mad at them because they want
Yeah.
what's best for their kid. But
That's-
it's
yeah,
also like, we know what we're doing.
well, no, yeah, exactly.
You know?
Like,
Trust our experience, I guess.
so
That-
do
that's
you
a nice
follow local politics a lot?
Not really. I feel bad too because I really should, but I don't. The only kind of like time that I do is if there's some kind of major controversial decision made or that sort of thing. But generally it doesn't really enter my sphere all that much. Like American politics is so dramatic and so everybody here is so fascinated by American politics more so than a lot of Americans are. So I really hear more about that. Whereas like UK politics is kind of not that interesting, quite honestly. I don't hear as much about it.
Okay.
So I don't really know why that is. It's just, I guess they like the dramatics and the soap opera of American politics versus here where it's relatively stable and calm
No,
by comparison.
That's true.
Yeah.
And also, like, when it comes to almost any issues, Americans are very in your face about it.
Yes.
And like Canadians are not, and
Right.
Brits are not
It's a
either.
huge contrast.
Yes. So that probably explains
Yeah. I mean, British culture by nature is a lot more reserved.
Yes.
So they keep a lot of things to the chest, and it's a little bit more like what they call like
Stiff upper lip.
Yeah, and also if there's like the difference between like like the guest culture versus the ask culture. Do you know what that's all about?
No.
Where it's like America's more like an ask culture where you ask a question and you just they give it to you directly, and it's everything's kind of just right there in front, and like what you see is what you get. Whereas the guest culture, you kind of have to guess a little bit more as to what they're feeling, and it's a lot more internalized.
Okay, I know.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
No, I didn't know about that, but it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and usually like cultures throughout the world fall into either one of those two categories. Usually, I notice the pattern like warmer weather countries are more of the ask cultures.
Okay.
And the colder ones tend to be more of the guest culture. Okay. I don't know why that is. The spicy personalities.
No, but that's super interesting. I've never heard of this before.
Yeah. I'm noticing too that one feature of the city that I love a lot. We're walking by a lot of charity shops and retro shops, and I love those. Like
charity shops?
Charity, yeah, like
charity.
retro,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
like
Okay, sorry,
used clothing, and that's okay.
I heard cherry shops.
I like cherries too. I would shop there too.
Okay.
Yeah, there's so many that are really, really cool.
So, have you been to many concerts here?
I've been to a number of like musicals, but concerts not so much because they're so expensive.
Okay.
They're so expensive. It's many that I've wanted to, but I've done a couple like classical ones because when my brother comes, he's a big classical person. So I've done like the, London Philharmonic and things like that.
Nice.
But nothing too, nothing too edgy.
But like you say expensive, what are we talking about?
Oh gosh. I mean, similar to kind of how it is in North America, like the nosebleeds are easily like in the mid to upper hundreds. We're talking pounds, so that translated to, American money, that's, probably 200, 225 easily.
Yeah.
So it's like,
that's
I just can't justify that, it's hard. And there's many I'd love to go to, but sometimes the ones that are a little more reasonably priced are at a night that it's like a school night.
Okay.
So it's like, oh.
So can you tell me a couple examples of concerts that you are, pissed at missing?
Oh goodness. Yeah, I mean, very obvious one, Paul McCartney. Because he played a couple shows here.
Okay.
Like right before last Christmas, and it's like, oh, that, I saw him once many, 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 many years ago, and it kind of interesting. Just, it's Paul McCartney. But that was...
no need to explain.
Right, exactly. Cyndi Lauper would have been really cool to see. She played here not long ago.
Okay.
Both The Cure and Depeche Mode had both played here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
That one kind of hurt as well. Both of those were kind of like a bit of a knife through the stomach. Like, ugh.
I can relate because it was in 2017, 2016 maybe. And I think I told us that story on Nick's podcast maybe. But so my trip to Berlin was ending.
Yeah.
And it was like early-ish October, more like. And I saw that there were some tickets left for Depeche Mode at the Olympiastadion, like 77,000 people there. And it was just like 2 days, or it was the day after I left. So I could have, rebooked my flight, got a hotel. Man, I could have done it. It would have been, obscenely expensive.
Yeah.
But that's the one that stings.
That's painful.
Because
that's really painful.
It would have been. I'm pretty sure it would. I mean, I don't regret it, but I do.
Yeah. Your bank account doesn't regret it, but your heart does.
Yeah,
yes.
that's something that would have been interesting, really.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And it's because they both have had new albums out in the last few years, so they've been touring more and promoting it more,
I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
I would have expected them to, play greatest hits, pretty much. Yeah. And actually that brings me to another question. A question I asked the other guys on the podcast. Do you remember the most that you've ever paid for a live event?
I had to think back a bit because it's, in fairness, it's even since like COVID, I haven't gone to a lot of like concerts.
Okay.
I've done, like I said, I've a lot of like theater stuff, but those are generally not as expensive.
Okay.
my concert answer, I think, is probably Radiohead that I saw like maybe 8 years ago now. It was almost $300.
US.
Yeah. Well, Canadian, because I saw them in Toronto.
Ah, okay.
But yeah, that was probably the most, that was, I was willing to make a little bit of a splurge for that one, yeah.
No,
I
it
saw
was,
them twice already.
Did you?
Yeah.
Nice, yeah, that's a,
I saw the OK Computer Tour.
oh wow.
1997 or 98, I think.
Yeah.
And I saw them another time outside
That's so cool.
Montreal.
Oh, wow.
okay, like an outdoor
Ouais,
venue.
à l'île Parc Jean-Drapeau, à l'île du Parc Jean-Drapeau.
Ah, okay. Okay.
That is a
That's awesome.
L'île Saint-Quentin.
I put my name in a lottery to get tickets for like they're doing like a reunion show here in November, and I'm waitlisted, so we'll see.
Okay. Or you never know.
You never know. Yeah.
You never know.
Maybe the only like rock show I've seen is probably since I've been here is, would you count the ABBA show, the Voyage?
The what?
The ABBA show Voyage, does that count?
Yeah, okay.
It's like as a concert, sort of.
Well, that's not bad. It must have been.
I mean, it's
pretty,
basically a concert, but with computer images rather than like actual people.
okay.
But they look real.
Okay.
So we can go with that, I guess.
Okay,
yeah.
now I remember
The avatars,
the
yeah.
thing. Okay, so and how was it?
Oh my gosh, it was amazing.
Oh,
It was
okay.
amazing. Yeah, it's they looked so real, like so human. Like even when they move their skirts and their arms, like it looks like you can see the shadows and everything. It looks like they're right in front of you. And then
Okay.
it's very, very impressive. And they have a like an actual live band that plays with them while they're singing. So even though they're not there,
Okay.
the band is there. So they're following along what the images are doing. And yeah, it's surprisingly not a lot of Uncanny Valley, which I was expecting.
No, yeah, fair.
And I think it's because they actually, like the band themselves actually like filmed it, like they actually performed it, and then they just then they made them look younger, like they did in the 70s. So
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
Pretty crazy.
I didn't know about the process.
yeah.
I might have asked this question before, like a few minutes ago, actually. But like, what is something that you wish you could change in this city?
Something I'm sure could change in this city. If I were like mayor and in control.
Oh,
I think-
there's one there.
Oh, nice. I think maybe like as much as the speed and pace of the city kind of can exhaust me. I feel like I wouldn't necessarily want to change that because it's part of what makes the city what it is.
That's true.
I think maybe what I would do is I'm trying to think of how to word. Like I know what I want to say. I'm just trying to think of how to word it in a way that would be like.
Oh, okay. I'm not chancing it.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. You would. I think I would maybe like. How do I word like streamline it a bit more? Because
Okay.
it's so. It's so massive, and there's so many ways to get everywhere that it's almost.
It's both a good and a bad thing.
Yeah, and
because there are several ways to get to Rome, but it is more complicated than it should
it
be.
needs to be.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
and I find that here a lot.
So you would refer to bureaucracy in general?
Yeah. I just think there's a little bit too. Sometimes things are a bit overcomplicated where they don't need to be. So yeah, that's what I think I would probably say. Like it's an easy city to travel in, but it's not easy city to get around. It's not showing up on my map. Cargo Club.
Okay.
That's not this, is it?
It might be, but in the back of the cargo club. It's called...
Yeah. Well, it says. It doesn't say. Actually. Should I ask?
Might as well.
I don't know. Are you coming for the event?
No, we're actually
we're looking for information.
Yeah.
You've probably seen this.
We have an event today, so it's not accessible today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's this place, but we because we have an event.
Gotcha.
yeah.
Okay.
So,
No problem.
yeah, it said at the back of the cargo club. Wasn't sure if it was like outside the physical building.
If you wanna just, but don't go on the pavement.
Okay.
And you walk on the street, and you look at the gate. From the
We
wall.
can kind of see it. Okay, great.
Don't go on the pavement, just on the street.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, this is the event. Okay. Let's see. So Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's a good
was
shot
number
there.
one behind the gate.
gate,
But like
okay.
you know,
Hey guys, we have an event. Can you come?
sorry.
Yeah. Sorry.
But thank you for the information.
you. Sorry.
Let's go before we get
in trouble.
Yeah,
Make it
that's
somewhere
all
else. No.
But like, there is one thing about living in a big life in a big city, grinding you down eventually. Because I know that like New York, I've been there a couple of times, loved it. But unless I was a millionaire, I don't know if I would enjoy living there.
Yeah.
You know?
New York almost even more so than London as far as like catering to the rich. You know, like you really have to be almost made of money to really function there. Here it's a little bit more survivable, affordable.
Okay.
To a degree, you know.
And also, I mean, I was in before arriving. I mean, before arriving in Berlin, but before Berlin, I was in Bremen, northern Germany, for the marathon. And before that, I was like 48 hours in Paris.
Oh wow! Yeah,
or something.
Real quick trip. Yeah.
Yeah, because like I didn't have any choice. Logistics. And I was near a train station in Gare du Nord in Paris, and it was, and I've been to Paris many times, but it was overwhelming at times. I was get me the fuck out of here yesterday.
No kidding. Like, just like the speed or amount of people or...
Yeah. And like the constant assault on your senses.
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it.
There is a telephone booth that is really pristine. Fanny? I can't whistle like this.
I can't. And it's really loud.
Well, that's what I did. It works. It works. En v'là une cabine téléphonique, si t'en veux une en parfaite condition. Là. En tout cas, tu... Non, OK, c'est correct. Il n'y a pas de...
Ben, je vais finir par en prendre une, mais
il faut que ce soit organique.
Il va falloir que je trouve la mienne.
OK. She will have to find hers.
Oh, yeah.
Cabins? Oh, not cabins. Well, it's supposed to be one of these with books.
I've seen that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Do they have that here?
Yes, I have seen one. Kind of more...
it's the one I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The one with books. This little box for free.
Like exchange.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that. I
read
that a lot.
Yeah, I love that too. Yep.
It's a cool concept.
Can find a lot of treasures that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even in Trois-Rivières.
Yeah, we have one back home, like 5 minutes away from my house.
One thing I should mention, you can throw this in somewhere.
Yes.
It just clicked with me as back in the States, I used to be an avid cyclist. I used to bike all the time.
Okay.
And because it was, country roads and back streets.
Yes.
And I'm way too terrified. I'm scared shitless to ride a bike here.
I don't blame you.
I don't have the... No.
No, I don't blame you at all because woof. And like in your area, is it as not gonna say busy, but like
it's pretty
scary?
I wouldn't say like people don't drive real crazy, but it's quite active still.
Mm-hmm.
So it's and you really have to follow the designated signs and everything. I don't feel like I'm quite experienced enough for that. Not on that level just yet. Maybe never will be.
Well, and there is also I'm still getting caught by surprise the driving left thing.
Yeah.
If you're a cyclist, they can only get scarier because everything goes faster.
Yep.
I'd be terrified.
Yeah. And like even sometimes just walking down like a pathway here, like the cyclists, they take no prisoners. They'll just like zip around you and zip between you and you step aside for them. They don't move aside for you.
That's true. Have you started picking up some British slang or it's
here and
still
there?
not?
Yeah, here and there. And I notice I will kind of automatically like certain vowel sounds and certain things. If I'm with certain people, will sort of shift to their, not like a full-on accent, but like, I use the sounds and things like that. Like in school, especially, like I'll say, okay, it's time to go back to class instead of class. Like that.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, I just said that in a very British way.
Class.
Yep. Yeah, and once in a while, like a statement will come out like, "Oh yeah, I've been here too long." I did that. and like going home and referring to a period as a full stop. Things like that. Calling when TJ there, when you're putting a period at the end of your sentence, it's called a full stop.
Yes.
And so having to switch that up, you know.
Yeah, okay.
I catch myself a lot. Oh no, that's not called that here. I had to
They went to the garage,
and I notice it a lot when I'm spelling for the students on the board. Because in America, I mean, in Canadian spellings like color and favorite and
Yes.
the U.
Yes.
But I didn't grow up writing it that way.
Yeah,
So it's,
like a program and
yeah.
stuff.
Like, oh, right. It's C-O. Let's do some coloring with a U.
Yes.
Not
And I know that here they say schedule and we say schedule.
Interestingly, though,
Uh-huh.
very few people even use that word schedule. It's all timetable here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I didn't know that.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
follow the timetable
Okay.
for today. Yeah.
This is turning into a like
Linguistics lesson.
Yeah, exactly. Like a boot for trunk of a car.
What is it? Oh, yes,
boot.
yes. Yeah.
And like curb,
K-E-R-B, yep.
yes. And like
So weird.
And I've always, like in school, you know, a million years ago, I've always learned the word sidewalk.
Yes, but it's not. There's pavement here.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
we're walking on the pavement, but they wouldn't call this. That's a very American phrase. Is
Okay.
sidewalk. Yeah.
Okay, so well, see, I didn't
Yeah.
know that, and
Yeah.
that explains, like, you know, the monster
yes.
over there. He said,
Yes.
stay away from the pavement.
From the pavement, and that's why I think
how?
he yelled at us because that's where we were right on the pavement.
No, yeah,
across the street.
I thought he meant the street.
Right.
And like, no, of course I'm not going to stay on the street.
It was not clearly marked at all. Like they all look the
Jesus,
same.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, okay, I learned something today, something new again. Jeez, okay. Well, yeah, stay away from the pavement. Yeah, no shit. I'm not going to
Right,
dance on
exactly.
the street, you know? Well, you know.
He probably wanted us at that point. He seemed so annoyed at us.
yeah,
Like, please go on the street.
I didn't want to give him any lip.
No,
He would have, you know,
no.
snapped me in half and...
My follow-up episode is called Getting Deported from the UK with Patrick.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. The travails of
Yeah.
deportation.
And then when I move back to the States, I'd have to tell them that I'm half Puerto Rican. And then ICE will come after me.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Oh, this will make for great listening.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, good timing. But no, yeah, you mentioned that. And, well, yeah, it's a shitty topic.
Yeah.
But, like, do you know people who have been affected by that?
Not directly, thankfully.
Okay.
Just like families of students and that I worked with at one point in the past, a little bit here and there. But thankfully, not too much. So
Okay.
yet.
Well, I mean, like,
But we'll see.
in a way, who ever thought it would come to be like this? But on the other hand, all the signs were there.
Yep.
And you know, those three monkeys,
Mhm.
like, you know, Kevin,
See, yep, exactly. We chose to
ignored
turn the blind
obvious.
eye. Exactly. Yeah.
So, oh, God. What
So
a
now we
circus.
pay the price. Yep.
Yes.
I don't. I have. You know, it's funny. I think I was more shocked the first time he was elected.
Okay.
This time,
Yeah.
I kind of had this sort of like
Sinking feeling.
Sinking feeling
in the pit of
leading up.
your stomach.
yeah, I really did because like
Yeah.
his fan base is not only is his fan base so strong, but like I don't know, like Kamala Harris is amazing, but I think at the same time she couldn't. She had trouble rallying the troops. I think the way she really
Well,
needed to,
No, yeah, I'm
especially
sure.
against that behemoth that is
Yes.
Trump. You know.
And like it felt like it was too much to overcome. Like
Yeah,
she
yeah.
was a woman of
Yep.
color.
Right.
So
right.
it was, you know,
Like
and
everything was stacked against her.
no, yeah. And like, I mean, I'm sure that she would have been great at that job, but she didn't seem charismatic enough.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
if you remember the first Obama speeches,
Mhm.
you know, the guy could, you know, talk you into running into a wall.
Honestly. Yeah.
And with her, I never got that feeling, not even close.
Yeah. I'm with you.
And also another thing I gotta say for those maniacs, the Republicans and the MAGA people, they are focused, they are committed,
Yes.
they are disciplined,
Yep.
and they are unified.
And they won't settle. And yeah, that's a good word.
And Democrats are too busy stepping on their own dicks
Yep.
to get themselves
Definitely.
organized. And that's why
Yep.
it's not looking good.
Yeah,
It's-
absolutely.
So it sucks, but
I'm in full agreement.
I wish I had more like a brighter,
Yeah, fair. Yeah, optimist.
yeah, exactly, a more optimistic view. But
It's the truth, though. Like, yeah, and and just this very, very sweet, woman of color who's up against this very, very rich and powerful white man who's already done the job. Like,
yeah,
it's when it was pretty. It was almost like a impossible ask.
yeah,
And and you're right. You're right about the parties. Like, as crazy as the Republicans are, like they kind of they have their shit together.
yes, yeah. That's a shame, but it's true.
Yeah. And I mean, and like the Biden administration was, I'm glad we had a Trump break, but it was also, there was a lot of baggage with that as well.
Yes,
Yeah.
it felt more like cruise control.
Yes.
Just
Let's just stay in neutral until we,
exactly stay the course, and soon it's not going to be my problem anymore.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah,
It's just sad.
I might have asked that, or maybe not last episode, but like to vote for American citizens outside of the country. Do you go to the embassy or?
Actually, it's really easy. Just do it all online. And then you get a phone call from whatever like district you're a part of. So like the one in Buffalo, they called me directly and just got some information. And now any of the national or local elections, I get an envelope in the mail. But I can just do it right online. It's so easy.
Okay.
It's almost easier to vote here than it is voting in the States. Because you can't really do it online back home, which you can do here. So it's
that's true. And again, again, to go back to the Republicans, it is in their advantage to make voting as difficult as possible.
Oh yeah, very much so.
So
yeah, they put up roadblocks on purpose.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
I kind of wonder how long that kind of thing has been going on for. Like it can't be recent.
No.
I feel like this sort of thing has been happening a lot longer than we realize.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But honestly, I don't know.
I don't either. I'm just kind of guessing. But the drama.
Yeah, and in a morbidly curious way, I can't wait to see what happens.
I know. I have no clue where we're going to possibly go from here. Because it feels there's so much doomsday talk. Like our country is falling apart, and we're at the end of the run of our country. But it's like, well, I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's really difficult to imagine where we're going to go next.
Yes, and we are probably not in the movie Civil War yet. Have you seen it?
Yes, I have seen it. Yeah.
We are not there yet.
No, but it could get to that point.
Yeah, eventually.
Yeah.
But
that was quite a disturbing film.
Yes.
It's a good film, but yeah.
Yes, I agree. I mean, some parts made me kind of roll my eyes, but there were a few scenes that were they absolutely hit the mark.
Yeah. Yep. Definitely.
And if you were, if you ever decided, okay, I'm gonna get like a driver's license here, how long do you think it would take you to get used to driving on the left?
Oh, it's hard. Either one of two things. It would be like a day and I would be fine.
Okay.
Or I would never get used to it at all.
Okay.
I notice, because sometimes when I'm here for a while and then I go home for a couple of weeks and I have to do a lot of driving, I get nervous in that, like, am I going to still be able to do this? Am I going to remember where to go, all the rules, all that? But it's always fine. It's like I've never really stopped. And so I'm hoping that, like, if and when I do get one, which I am considering.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I'm kind of just for certain situations, not for full-time use. But.
Okay. Like, do you have, I'm guessing that you would have to, like, pass a test or...
I think what it is like if you have an American driver's license, it's a lot easier. Like you just apply and you have to stick like a quick vision test and like a short written. I don't think it's very extensive, but I'm hoping that like once I just kind of switch it in my brain that it should be okay. I don't know if that would happen or not. But that would be my hope.
I mean, things like roundabouts
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
That I hate.
That would be
That I hate.
that I would be terrified because my friends from Estonia who moved to Scotland, I asked them like because he was driving and he said it took him maybe a couple of weeks, not more.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, no, I was impressed.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I would.
Yeah, I don't know.
But like I would need to be ultra focused all the time.
Yeah,
And
with all the traffic.
yeah, and
as
like
well. Yeah.
your mind just needs to start wandering for a couple of seconds.
And then you start shifting back to the old way of doing it.
drifting into the other lane.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit! Wait.
I would see for me, I would be more concerned, not so much about like just staying in the right lane. For me, it'd be like making a left versus right. You know, because if I right now the way I'm used to, if I make a right turn, you kind of like hug the curb and you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Whereas here, if you're making a right, it'd be like making a left where you have to go over. And wait, and it's.
That's true.
I think that's where I would struggle.
No,
Yeah.
that's a good point. That's a good point. Didn't think of that.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I'm
Crazy.
getting
Anxiety.
yeah, I'm getting tense just listening to this. Jesus.
Oh man. But we'll see. If I do decide to get one, it would just be for like if I want to go on like a day trip somewhere or you know.
Okay. But isn't the train network good enough? Or?
It is for the most part. But I guess like once I'm there, kind of if I want a little bit more freedom, it's to like go around and see things that aren't necessarily close by. You know, I have a little bit more. Pleasure to meet you too. Thank you guys for having me along. It was really fun. You take care. Safe travels. Bye.
If you want to reach Josh online, you can do so on Instagram at Fitz6802. And if you want to drop us a line as well, EETF Pod on Instagram, Twitter, Blue Sky. And yeah, that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks.